Our vision is about everything's connected, right? I mean, the industrial Internet of Things back here to your left is all about businesses wanting to be better, businesses wanting to be more productive. Here you've got the car business, which to us is one of the greatest opportunities. We see the car as the next great device in our lives. And we announced in third quarter we're going to connect 50% of the cars in the United States this year. And so here at the show we got a few of our partners with us. But what it is about putting LTE in the vehicle, utilizing that to make the car a safer place, a better place, a more productive place. It's about hopefully getting to V2V, vehicle to vehicle, so they can talk to each other and hopefully reduce accidents, vehicle to infrastructure to make smart cities better. I can go on and on.
Why is AT&T's network better suited for this market?
Well, first of all, we have a phenomenal network. We have the best network in the United States. But this is more about the platforms you build around IoT. And what's really important is we started on this journey a long time ago. We were early in the game. We invested early. We actually built platforms that allow us to be better partners than anybody else in the world. And we have, I'm really excited about where we are. I'm really excited about the partnerships we have. And yes, we are leading in this space significantly.
So FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler is here with us today in Barcelona. Of course, last week, the FCC approved some new network neutrality rules that also, might govern wireless networks. What do you say to Tom today if you see him, and how did you guys react to those rules?
You know what? It's tough to react to them at this point. We haven't seen the order yet. Obviously, we know what's come out. The order is supposed to come out here in the next couple of weeks, and I think we'll react to that once we see it. It's very hard. AT&T has said very clearly what our position is and that we're pro net neutrality. The question is the how and how you govern that. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the order looks like. But at this point, we're optimistic that we can make it all work.
Okay. Now, Google is one of your big partners with its Android handsets. I was talking to Sundar Pichai yesterday here, a Google executive, who talked about perhaps introducing a Google wireless network, a Google-branded wireless network, an MVNO. Would that be competition for AT&T?
Well, sure. Obviously it depends on what he's going to do. I don't know all the details about what Google and Sundar are going to do. I think the key here is that customers deserve choice. So if they come in and Google wants to come in, that's great. Obviously we are a partner with them, but one of the things we have in our world of wireless is a lot of frenemies, right? A lot of partners who we also compete with, and that's perfectly fine. But we'll see what they're working on and talk to them, and we'll see where that goes.
Okay, I'm hearing the term 5G more at this year's event. Frankly, I was just getting used to 4G. But tell us, what does 5G bring to customers, and when can we expect it?
Well, first of all, 4G is great, and it's doing very well. LTE is phenomenal. But what you're hearing is that 5G is coming, and there's a lot of discussions, and all of that hasn't been decided on and settled exactly what it's going to be. But one of the things that we're hearing a lot is a real concern around we got to do more for Internet of Things, right? And we're just talking about cars, we're talking about connected home, we're talking about connecting everything. And we know 5G will bring lower latency, faster speeds and all that. We also believe it's going to be a network that also has a layer built for IoT, which for us means lower power, longer battery life, right? And those types of things. So I'm actually very excited about it. 4G's here for a while, 5G's further out, and I think right now we've got all the capabilities in the world to do the things we need to do, but it's exciting to start to see what's coming next.
Do you worry that the new network neutrality rules make it incentivize companies less to invest in 5G in the next generation technology?
AT&T has been pretty clear about our stance, and we actually put out a big blog last week that talked about some of those things, and I think depending on what that order says, we'll see what it says, and then we'll react to it.
Okay. Last question, Glenn. This is your 6th or 7th Mobile World Congress. To the extent that you've been able to escape the confines of the AT&T area, what's different this year? What have you noticed?
What's exciting is this. I think the thing, if you go back 6-7 years ago, nobody was talking about IoT. In fact, 7 years ago, you start talking about the early days of the smartphone, right? The iPhone launched in mid-07. So what's exciting is that the Internet of Things and connected devices really seems to be kind of the focus, right? You walk around, you see cars and everybody's booths and where we're going, and what that's showing me is that the whole world's going to be connected, which is exactly what we've been saying for quite a while, and that's pretty exciting.
Brad Stone, AT&T Mobility's Glenn Lurie seemed very excited. I logged at least 15 counts of him using the word excited, but he didn't seem to want to answer any questions about net neutrality. That's a big deal.
Well, I mean, look, AT&T is going to sue, right? They want to stop these new regulations from taking place. AT&T and Verizon, they want to be regulated as information services, not telecommunications companies, and subject to common carrier rules. They want to be free to manage their own networks and introduce new fees where they see fit. So holding out this prospect that maybe they won't invest as much is tactical. But clearly it's a very competitive industry. You know, we've heard this week that Google might be getting into the business of, creating its own wireless network. AT&T is not going to slow down, but they will do everything in their power, Verizon as well, to try to force the FCC to change tactics on these net neutrality rules. Corey?
Yeah, as you and I have been emailing, this could have a really big impact on capital expenditure plans for 5G and maybe before 5G.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, if they slow down, they risk getting lapped. And, Sprint has come out with a statement for the new rules. So, it's unclear whether they can really afford to hold back with the new investments.